You are alone in a room right now. Nobody else is there. You know that. And yet, something makes you look over your shoulder. A feeling. Quiet. Uncomfortable. Like something is watching you. You check. Nothing. You go back to what you were doing. And then, you feel it again. What is that? Why does that keep happening? And why does it happen to almost every single human on Earth? Today, we are going to find out. And by the end of this video, you will never feel that feeling the same way again. First things first, you are not crazy. You are not being dramatic. That feeling is completely real, and it has a name. Scientists call it hypervigilance, your brain's built-in threat detection system running on overdrive. But to understand why it happens, we need to understand something about your brain that nobody ever told you. Your brain is not designed to be right, it is designed to keep you alive, and those are two very different things. Think about it this way. Imagine you are walking through a forest thousands of years ago. You hear a rustle in the bushes. It could be the wind. It could be a predator. Your brain has two choices. Ignore it, and if it was a predator, you are dead. Or panic, and if it was just the wind, you wasted a few seconds being scared. One of those mistakes kills you, the other one doesn't. So your brain learned a very simple rule. When in doubt, assume something is there. Always. Every single time. Better to be wrong 1,000 times than dead once. And that rule is still running in your brain right now. In your apartment, in your office, in your bathroom at 2 a.m. Here's where it gets interesting. There is a tiny part of your brain called the amygdala. Think of it as your brain's alarm system. It is constantly scanning everything around you for threats, sounds, movements, shadows, patterns, and it processes all of this before your conscious mind even knows what is happening. Before you decide to feel scared, you already feel scared. Your amygdala already sent the signal. You are just catching up. This is why the feeling hits you before you can explain it. Your brain already decided something might be wrong. It just didn't bother telling you why. But here's the funny part. The amygdala is incredibly bad at distinguishing between real threats and imaginary ones. A lion jumping at you and a shadow in the corner of your room produce almost the exact same response. Your heart rate goes up, your breathing changes, your eyes widen, your body is genuinely preparing to fight or run from absolutely nothing. Because to your amygdala, nothing and something look disturbingly similar in low light at 2 a.m. Your brain sees faces everywhere. Now here is something that is going to make this feeling make a lot more sense. Your brain has a dedicated system for detecting faces and eyes. Scientists call it the Fusiform face area. And this system is so sensitive, so overpowered, so desperate to find eyes looking at you that it finds them everywhere. In wood grain, in clouds, in the shadows on your wall, in the pattern on your ceiling. You have probably looked at a piece of toast and seen a face, or looked at a crumpled shirt on a chair in the dark and thought it was a person sitting there. That is not your imagination being silly. That is your brain's face detection system working exactly as designed, finding potential eyes in everything, just in case one of them is real. And here's the terrifying part. When your brain thinks it has detected eyes, it immediately triggers that watched feeling, even if the eyes are fake, even if they are shadows, even if they are literally just the pattern on your shower curtain. Your brain does not wait for confirmation. It fires first and asks questions later. So that feeling of being watched, sometimes it is literally just your brain misidentifying a shadow as a pair of eyes and panicking accordingly. But there is another reason this happens, and this one is even more fascinating. Humans are the most social species on Earth. We are wired, deeply fundamentally wired, to be aware of other people at all times. Because for most of human history, other people were the most important variable in your survival. If someone was watching you, it meant something. It meant you were being judged, being evaluated, being targeted, being hunted, or being protected. Either way, you needed to know. Missing someone watching you could mean losing status in your group. It could mean being attacked without warning. It could mean death. So your brain developed an extraordinary sensitivity to being observed, a sixth sense for social attention. Researchers have actually shown that humans can detect when someone is looking directly at them versus looking just slightly to the side, even from across a room. Your brain picks up on tiny signals, the angle of someone's head, the direction of their gaze, the micro movements of their eyes, all of it processed unconsciously, automatically, constantly. You are running a social radar every single second of every single day, and sometimes that radar gets a false signal and you feel watched by nobody. You already know this from experience. The feeling is worse at night. It is worse when the lights are off. It is worse when you are alone in a big space. Why? Because your brain relies heavily on visual information to confirm what is real and what is not. In full light, your brain can quickly scan the room, find no threat, and calm down. But in the dark, your brain cannot confirm anything. And your amygdala does not like uncertainty. Uncertainty means potential danger. So in the dark, it simply stays on high alert permanently, just in case. The feeling of being watched in the dark is not irrational. It is your threat detection system doing exactly what it was built to do, staying ready when it cannot see clearly. There is actually a study where researchers had people sit in complete darkness and measured their anxiety levels. Even when participants knew they were completely alone in a sealed room, their anxiety went up significantly. Their brains kept generating the feeling of a presence, of something there. Even when there was absolutely nothing, your brain would rather invent a threat than miss a real one. Now, most of the time this is harmless. You feel watched, you check, you find nothing, you move on. But for some people, this feeling becomes overwhelming, constant, inescapable. When hypervigilance goes into overdrive, it can become a symptom of anxiety disorders, PTSD, or in extreme cases, paranoia. The same system that was designed to protect you starts to work against you, firing constantly, finding threats everywhere, making it impossible to relax even in completely safe environments. If you find that this feeling controls your life, if it stops you from sleeping, from going outside, from feeling safe anywhere, that is worth talking to someone about, because your brain's alarm system is not broken. It just needs to be recalibrated. Now here's the part of this video that most people do not expect. Ready? The feeling of being watched can actually be triggered by another person staring at the back of your head from behind, without you seeing them. Multiple studies have shown that humans have a statistically significant ability to detect when someone is staring at the back of their head, even without any visual, auditory, or physical cues. Somehow, someway, the human body picks up on being observed even from behind. Scientists are still debating exactly why. Some think it is tiny subconscious cues, changes in air movement, subtle sounds of breathing shifting. Others think there is something deeper happening that we do not fully understand yet, but the data is clear. You can feel eyes on you, even when you cannot see them. So next time you feel watched, here is what is actually happening inside you. Your amygdala fired a threat signal before your conscious brain had time to process anything. Your face detection system may have picked up a shadow or a pattern and misidentified it as eyes. Your social radar is running in the background, scanning for observers the way it has for hundreds of thousands of years. And your body is responding to all of it as if the threat is real. Because as far as your brain is concerned, it might be. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You are running ancient, powerful, deeply human software. Software that kept your ancestors alive long enough for you to exist. The fact that it sometimes misfires in your apartment at 2 a.m. is just the price of having a brain that takes zero chances with your survival. So the next time you feel it, that quiet, uncomfortable, completely unexplainable feeling of being watched, just remember, your brain is not broken. It is doing its job. It has been doing its job for hundreds of thousands of years. It just cannot always tell the difference between a shadow on your wall and something that actually wants to eat you. And honestly, given the choice, neither would you. If this made you think about your own brain differently, there is so much more where that came from. Every strange feeling you have ever had has a reason. Subscribe to Strangely. And next time, we are going to explain something even stranger than this.